first one, which was definitely the most ridiculous of the lot. And I suppose it really put a bit of a dampener on the home team straight away.
Well, I think that you know, the defender initially does well here, and then he was just thinking, what am I going to do here? Instead of just clearing his lines and putting it out into the stand, and Park just follows in there and blocks it down. And you know, I'll have nightmares about this, especially in such a high-profile match for him. Look, he's so much time has it, he doesn't know what to do. Just put it out for a corner kick, even just down. But it's easy to say afterwards because the ball goes straight in the net, and he won't want to see that too often.
Anywhere would do there, wouldn't it? Apart from where he put it in the end.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
1-0 became 2-0, and a little glimpse of the genius of Michael Owen, really, here.
Yeah, I thought this was a decent goal, and this shows you what Michael Owen's about. This is not even a half chance. This is an opportunity to actually, you know, you're thinking to yourself, what else can I do here? And he sees the goalkeeper just step forward a little bit off his line initially, and he thinks, right, I know where that's got to go, and that's instinctive. That's instinctive play from a real goal scorer.
Kind of thing you don't lose, really, isn't it? 2-0 at the break. That became 3-0 very quickly after the half-time interval as well. Man of the match, Antonio Valencia.
Well, he's been fantastic, hasn't he, Antonio? He looks like he's the same as he was last season, and he's obviously a very, very fit boy, but I think he could torment for this fullback all night, and I got to say, with some finish as well.
Well, he just seems to be able to score all the time, doesn't he, Chicho? That's 3 games we've seen him in now. He's scored in all 3, 1 goal against United, obviously, as well. It's difficult not to get excited about this guy for next season.
I think it was during the game, when in the second half, when they were well on top, I was just watching what he was doing on his movement. I wasn't looking to see where the ball was. I was watching to see what he did to create space. And it was a nightmare because he kept threatening behind. The defenders knew that he was quick, so I kept dropping off. He'd come and get it short. And to have that, and he obviously knows what he wants, once they start delivering the balls to him and they get used to playing with him, he's going to be a real threat. And it wouldn't surprise me to see him go straight into the team at the beginning in the first game.
After making goal number 3, then Antonio Valencia scored goal number 4. It was always going to be good to see him playing tonight, on his birthday as well, and he got a goal.
Yeah, this is... I thought initially that this might have been offside, but looking at that now, it's not. I think once he gets on it, it doesn't matter whether he goes left or right foot. He's so strong. You know, there's times tonight when you see him defending things. Like once he decides he's coming in, the defender commits himself to the floor, and then he wallops it because the goalkeeper is going backwards. Once he's gone backwards, he's got no chance of saving it.
4-0 became 5 then, didn't it? I mean, the goals just kept on coming. I suppose at this point, the spirit was really broken.
Well, you know, United got the descent of goals, and then there's more, they're making more errors at the back. And this is a really fine finish because people might say, oh, they were only playing against a team that was dying on the feet, but it's a great finish. He didn't have much. He just opened himself down and just kept it nice and cool. We'd like to see him do that a bit more this season. I'd like to see him get more goals for the team. He gets in the positions, but he doesn't always finish them off. So that was probably one thing for Park to do is to improve on his goal return. The amount of chances that he gets, he should really get more goals.
We talked about how bizarre the first one was. That was a quality finish there, wasn't it?
Excellent, absolutely. Because he's kept his composure. It's a very tight penalty area and just curls it around the goalkeeper. And it's lovely when you see them go in, just coming in, just inside the post. And everybody says, oh, that was a great goal. And they ask you if you meant it, and you say, yeah. Even if you didn't.
Now, here is a collector's item. Johnny Evans with a goal as well. Now, starting at left-back tonight, which was unusual to see, but showing what he can do in the air.
Yeah, the thing is, you look at how deep they're actually defending now, and they're kind of all falling asleep in terms of, defensively. Look, only 2 or 3 players could have scored that goal there, but good for Johnny Evans, good for him. They'll be expecting more from him as well. Because I think that's another aspect that we need to get, is more goals from the defenders at corner kicks. You know, we got a lot from corner kicks last year, but not always from the defenders.
Well, that's only three defenders scored last season, so it's good to see a few of them getting goals in pre-season.
Yeah, see, we're used to Vidic getting up there and putting his head to it. It'd be nice to see alternatives. Then other teams know there's more than 1-2 threats in the air. We've got Smalling, who's a very big player. You'd be probably looking, if he gets in the penalty area, scoring as well. So that's nice. Johnny Evans is a big guy. So, and the more you do it, the more you go back to when Steve Bruce got all those goals, and 19 goals in one season. But he was a determined. He was like Vidic, going, and he would throw himself at things. And you need to be a bit brave to get in there, because in a forward position, it's different. When you're defending, you know what you need to do. You need to get close. But when you're attacking, it's a little bit different.
You know it's a friendly when you see United fans cheering on a win, but then quite happy to see the opposition score.
Well, I think that we knew who was going to win the game, and this was a decent goal. And you wouldn't want them not to get something out of the game, because it kept not so much the interest, but it gave a bit more belief to the players that they weren't just going to be humiliated in terms of scores. And it was a decent finish by Mulcahy, you know. Nice ball played in, outside of his right foot. And the goalkeeper had... And he did get another chance after that, but Ben Amos actually made a good save.
Yeah, fantastic save, wasn't it, when he made himself big? Reminder of sort of the Schmeichel kind of saves in those days, wasn't it? Final goal of the game, 7-1, Nani from the penalty spot, made by Chicharito, really, his perseverance, and then being brought down.
Yeah, and you know, you look at this. I think this is just tiredness from the player. I mean, he did go down, I suppose easier, but the referees looked at it as a rugby tackle rather than that, and up-stepped Nani to him and Berbatov were discussing who was going to take it. But you look at it, he's taking the player inside. He's used his arms to stop him. All right, he's maybe gone down a little bit easier than he would have done, but it was still a foul.
Nicely tucked away the penalty as well for Nani. Just a few moments after he was taken out by Vidic, or rather he took Vidic out, didn't he? Which is not something I would advise.
Well, the two of them obviously lack of communication, and Vidic just came through it. But it won't happen again, I'm sure, because he'll definitely open his mouth the next time.
It certainly will. Okay, so